Good game, eh?
We're not sports fans.
Something on your mind, folks? I'm trying to relax. I'm kinda tense.
I can make a pair of disc reps from 40 paces. You two got predator's eyes. Fitz don't abide hunting in his place. People here just looking for a safe place to watch the fights. You got bad business with someone? Take it outside.
What do you know about those two guys? The jack with a beard and the punk with the shifty eyes.
See? You're starting something. I knew you were here to start something. The kid is Splits Magnola. Been in and out for a few years, but lately he's been a real regular. Don't trust anybody, even though he is a Psy and can probably tell who's gonna rat him out. Big spender these days, like he did a big job or something.
What about the scary guy?
Been coming in steady for a few weeks. I thought he was trouble at first. I'm certain he's packing. But he's been steady. Guess there's no crime in looking like a killer, huh?
A man who looks as though he were born guilty slumps in a chair, contemplating a drink.
You're Splits.
Hold it, Daddy. I'm glimpsing your short-term memory, and I'm glomming on Suzanne P. Toast, who's only the most psycho bitch I've ever met, except for maybe my morphine-crazed mother. Whatever you're pushing, if it's got Susie involved, I ain't interested.
Stay out of my head, you damn Psy. Susie in Columbus said you got your kicks from screwing with people's heads.
Yeah, like Saint Susie would never do something like that. Don't speak. Think. Just think it and I'll hear it. But nobody else will. I gotta be a little careful these days.
What are you saying, Splits?
Just saying that toaster pastry's got her dark spots like everyone else. What do you want? You can't really be here just 'cause of Susie.
Actually, we're here to warn you about a gun your old pals from the menials have contracted to kill you. He's sitting over there. Goes by the name of Milwaukee Jack.
Damn, I'm not packing. You two are gonna have to help me. There's a shotgun hanging over the bar. I don't have to move to levitate and fire it, but he might get hot to my play. Throwing up a shield around your thoughts is one thing, but cloaking a telepathy is something else. I might manage it, but I might not. And then the jack there will blow my head off. If you two can create a diversion, I'll be able to get a jump on him.
Diversion like what?
Who cares? Anything, so long as it's something big. Make it something that'll involve the losers in this place, something that will create an emotional response, what we call a psychic event. Hopefully, that'll confuse him long enough for me to cash his chips.
The checkerboard floor comprises a virtual sobriety test for the patrons of this upper-middle-class speak. They rarely notice it, though, as they are
That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
Good game, eh?
We're not
Something on...
a man who
You're Splits.
Hold it.
Stay out of
Yeah, like,
What do you say?
just saying.
Actually,
Damn.
Diversion.
Who cares?
That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
The checkerboard.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
Nice work. Maybe this'll back the menials off for a while. Man, Fitzgerald's gonna want to kill me when he sees what you did to the vid.
Okay, Splits. We helped you wipe out the Jack. You owe us.
Don't get pushy, sweetie. I sincerely appreciate the save, but don't think I couldn't have handled Milwaukee here without your help. I'll come with you, as long as you take me to Susie Toast. I can't have that frail sending people after me.
What is it with you two? Susie seemed disgusted with you.
Disgusted 'cause she doesn't have her hooks in me.
You could do worse than Susie Toast, Splits.
Just take my word for it. She's bad news. I'll go with you, but only if you agree to take me to the league so that I can case close that woman. Then we'll see about my helping you. You ready to shoot? Let's do it. Game's up, Susie. I scanned these two once they mentioned your name. They think you don't want me back, but I know better. Rachel here thinks you're pathetic. I agree with her, by the way. And old Gideon likes the look of your legs. I agree with him, too, although your ankles look a little heavier. While I was in their heads, I noticed massive cortex scarring and memory overlays. They're holding something out on you. You should scan them, but then you don't pierce the skull. I forgot. Sorry. Doing a nice job blocking my scans, though.
My thoughts are my own. I got involved because I want to help you. When I learned you were running with the menials, how low can you fall, Splits?
Every jack strikes a bad bargain in his life. I bolted the menials when I flashed on their ARP and Arioch. Managed to finger a D-base that should stake me for years. Interested in a vacation? Thailand's indoor beaches sound good to me.
You owe us your life, Magnola. Now we need your help.
I didn't ask you kids to get involved. I had Milwaukee Jack pegged and scanned. I knew his motives, his moves, his mother's maiden name. I'd have made Susie toast out of him, and I'd have done it without blowing Fitzgerald's vid. Sorry, guys, but I don't do pro bono joints.
I've had enough.
Huh? Susie?
I'm more powerful than before, Splits.
Get out of my head.
I'll show you the errors
You want to fight, girl?
of your way.
'Cause I'll singe your synapses.
You can't stop
Fry you as soon as I find you.
me. I've been preparing this for months.
Hey, get out of there!
Preparing to introduce new young banks into your
Christ, that hurts!
eidetic studio.
Stop it, Susie. I sense what you're doing, child, and I will not let it stand.
Can't stop me, neuron flow accessed.
You make me a cripple.
Image bundles integrating, only need a few seconds.
Can't stop you, child. Absorb your force.
Make you love me.
Gonna kill somebody.
Mine's
Colliding.
Susie, no!
Make you over. You will love me. You will love me. You will love me. You will love me.
Oh, shit. There's nothing.
I've always loved you, Susie.
Gideon, what just happened? Why do I have a headache, and what's with these three?
Excess psychic discharge. Their minds just came together. Hard.
Nothing. Nothing there. My whole life, just a nothing that smells like whiskey.
Columbus, do you... what I felt?
There are no secrets when minds collide, Rachel. Apparently, Susie has more feelings for Splits than she was admitting to. You're out of the league, Susie. You were attempting to cripple Splits, to force false memories and images into his mind to make him love you. After all of our work, all of this time, only to have you seduced by the power.
But you said that you loved... me.
False projection. I was alarmed, concerned that both of you would be killed. You've ruined what we had here, Susie. You have 2 hours to vacate your chambers.
Crazy bitch. Almost killed me. You two still want a psionic? I'm yours. Maybe it's time I use these powers for something worthwhile. So long, Susie. Try not to blow your circuits.
All wrong. This is all wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong.
Blimey, didn't hear you come in. I got lost in these old texts here. Fascinating stuff. Are you Ashanti and Brock then?
You got it, Ace. How'd you know?
I've got to keep abreast of everyone on the demon trail. I figured we'd meet up sooner or later. Well, what can I do for you then?
We thought maybe you could give us a hand. We're trying to track down why the Hand wants us dead. The trail seems to keep leading back to demons, like Mr. Beautiful, for instance.
Blimey, now there's a bugger I'd like to bag. I've been working on him for years. I got dreams of mounting his head on my wall.
We know what you mean. Are they all like that?
Essentially, yeah. It's a question of degrees, though. Some are a bit more approachable. A guy I'm working on now, for instance. Fella name of Asmodeus. You can walk right into his hell front and chat up a storm with him. Sleazy bugger, though.
Tell us about this Asmodeus. You think we could get into hell through him?
Lord, I imagine he'd take you there in an instant. He's always recruiting people for his film projects. Bugger makes snuff films involving humans and demons. Even a few beasties thrown in for good measure. Ghastly creature. How bad is any of them? Well, maybe not quite as bright as beautiful, though. Well, in fact... Well, now, I can't ask you to do that.
Try us.
Well, it just occurred to me that you two would have the perfect in. See, now the way to get to him was to have him recruit you for a film. See, now, he knows me. And I don't think my scarred old frame is exactly his cup of tea anyway. But you two, well, it just might work.
What's your plan?
Well, the first step is to track him. Moves his operation around a lot, he does. But I'm following some leads to his whereabouts. Once I find him, I've got a device guaranteed to take him out. And his hell pit with him. Only thing is, you'd have to get there first. And then, of course, well, there's the little trick of getting out again.
We're willing to try.
He's operating out of some abandoned storefront near Union Station. All right, then. Once you get to hell, you've got to hide this device and get out quick. Now, it's on a timer. Activated the minute you engage the suction device. You'll have about 10 minutes.
Standard palm heat activation of the suction device?
That's right. Well, you're familiar with these little gizmos?
No, I mean, yes, I guess. To tell you the truth, I never saw one before. I don't think.
How did you know?
I don't know.
No bother. You're aware, that's the main thing. That's all there is to it. Then you activate your fannies out of there. I'll station myself across the way where I can see into his shop. I'll bring along my blaster in case things get dicey while you're still on Earth. Won't be much help if you run into trouble while you're, down under, so to speak.